Hello, and welcome back to the Military Matrix. Tonight's explosive update comes from one of the most strategically important regions of the entire Russia-Ukraine war, the land bridge that connects mainland Russia to occupied Crimea. In a stunning development, Ukraine has launched a coordinated, high-precision, and highly disruptive operation that analysts are already calling one of the most consequential strikes of the entire conflict. This strike didn't target just a single facility or a symbolic structure. It hit the logistical backbone that Russia relies on to keep Crimea supplied, fortified, and militarized. What we are witnessing right now isn't just an attack, it is the unraveling of a key pillar of Russia's southern war strategy. For months, Ukrainian military planners, intelligence officers, and Western partners have been studying the land bridge with growing interest. The geography of southern Ukraine has always offered Russia an advantage, a long stretch of connected territory running from Rostov-on-Don across coastal regions of the Sea of Azov, through Mariupol and Melitopol, and down toward Crimea. This strip of land acted as Russia's secure highway, the path through which ammunition, armored vehicles, fuel, reinforcements, and command units flowed without interruption. It allowed Moscow to reduce its dependence on the vulnerable Kerch Bridge, which Ukraine has repeatedly struck. In other words, the land bridge was more than a roadway. It was a lifeline, and today that lifeline has been severed. According to military sources, Ukraine executed a multi-phase strike involving long-range precision rockets, special operations units, and coordinated drone surveillance. The attack was not a single event, but a layered sequence designed to overwhelm Russian air defenses, confuse command posts, and ensure the strikes hit exactly where they were intended. High-value targets included supply columns, fuel storage points, rail transport segments, and fixed fortifications protecting the route. The results were immediate, dramatic, and visible even from satellites. Large portions of the land bridge's logistical spine are now cratered, burned, or fully destroyed. Ukrainian officials say the purpose of this operation goes far beyond a tactical victory. It is strategic, psychological, and long-term. By cracking the land bridge, Ukraine has forced Russia back into the same vulnerable position it faced over a year ago when the Kerch Bridge was its only gateway to Crimea. Now, with that bridge still weakened and repeatedly targeted, Russia faces a dangerous logistical bottleneck. Crimean forces may soon struggle to maintain fuel levels. Ammunition deliveries could slow or fail entirely. Large units may be cut off from reinforcements, and Russia's hold over the peninsula, something the Kremlin treats as non-negotiable, could begin to slip. But what exactly made this strike so effective? For one, Ukraine used advanced targeting intelligence gathered through Western reconnaissance systems, combined with its own deep battle space, reconnaissance drones that tracked Russian vehicle patterns over weeks. Every time Russia moved convoys through certain segments of the land bridge, Ukrainian analysts noted the timing, frequency, and type of vehicles involved. This allowed Kiev to predict, with remarkable accuracy, when critical supply columns would be most exposed. Second, Ukraine is increasingly relying on long-range precision munitions capable of striking 50 to 300 kilometers behind enemy lines. These weapons are not only accurate, but difficult for Russian air defenses to intercept. As a result, even heavily fortified Russian-controlled areas are no longer safe zones. This strike on the land bridge is a demonstration of what Ukraine's evolving arsenal can do when used with careful coordination and timing. Third, Ukrainian special forces reportedly played a role by guiding certain strikes and disrupting Russian responses on the ground. These elite units have become critical in shaping deep strike operations, providing real-time data, and performing sabotage that blinds or delays Russian reaction forces. On the Russian side, the response has been one of urgency and shock. Crews have rushed to contain fires, relocate surviving equipment, and establish backup transport routes. But even Russia's attempts to adapt reveal a growing crisis. Temporary pontoon bridges, makeshift bypass roads, and emergency rail patches are all being prepared, but each comes with vulnerabilities. And in a war where Ukraine is adapting faster than expected, every temporary fix becomes another target. International observers note that this operation is also symbolic. It challenges Russia's narrative that Crimea is untouchable, secure, and permanently under Moscow's control. It signals to the world that Ukraine is not only capable of defending its territory, but also capable of striking deep into Russian occupied areas with precision, skill, and strategic vision. Experts say the next 48 to 72 hours will be critical. Russian logistics officers must decide whether to reroute supplies through longer, riskier paths, pull back forces, or attempt rapid repairs under fire. All options carry serious costs. And with Ukraine showing no hesitation to strike again, the land bridge may become a recurring pressure point, one Russia struggles to defend and Ukraine continually exploits. The political implications of this strike are equally profound. Crimea is central to Vladimir Putin's domestic narrative. For years, he has portrayed the peninsula as one of his greatest achievements. But now, with both the Kerch Bridge and the land bridge compromised, his claim of absolute control is weakening in the eyes of allies, rivals, and the Russian public. Even if the Kremlin tries to downplay the damage, military analysts and pro-war bloggers are already voicing alarm. Some are openly questioning how Russia allowed such a strategic corridor to become vulnerable in the first place. Meanwhile, Ukraine's morale has surged. For frontline troops, this operation is proof that their sacrifices matter and that the battlefield can still shift in dramatic ways. For civilians enduring power cuts, missile attacks, and displacement, it is a powerful reminder that Ukraine retains the ability to strike back not randomly, but with purpose. This strike also carries a message for Western partners. Advanced weapons make a difference. Ukraine's ability to damage Russian logistics has improved noticeably as more long-range systems become available. In fact, some analysts believe this land bridge attack is only the beginning of a larger strategy designed to isolate Crimea entirely, forcing Russia into an unsustainable defensive posture and creating the conditions for future Ukrainian advances. As we watch this situation evolve, the question now becomes, how will Russia react? Will it escalate, reinforce, or retreat? Will it divert resources from other fronts to protect Crimea? And how will this disruption affect Russian operations in the south and east? These are the questions shaping the next phase of the conflict. For now, what is certain is this: Ukraine has delivered one of the war's most significant blows, and the ripple effects will be felt for weeks, if not months. The land bridge to Crimea, once considered Russia's safest route, is now a symbol of vulnerability, a target Ukraine can strike again, and a reminder that this war is far from settled. Stay with us as we continue tracking every development, every strategic shift, and every consequence of this unprecedented operation. This has been the Military Matrix, bringing you the latest updates with clarity, detail, and depth. Thank you for watching and stay safe.